red corner, from the United States of America, here is the current Continental Heavyweight Champion, Unbreakable. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, Floyd Patterson.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, one of a kind, right. Yes it is. You get fighters that know exactly what they want. They're driven, they're ambitious, and that makes the perfect machine.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. Caution being thrown to the wind. The champion is back for another defense. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice exchange here from both men. Do you believe what we are seeing? These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Do you believe this? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go. It's round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's all offense all the time. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Just missed with that jab. Can't find a home with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That uppercut does not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action. Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And he misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. That uppercut just missed. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. Time for the fifth round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. And that hook misses. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Not a lot of defense here at all. Like to see more jabs. How about that time counter shot? Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with the hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action. And there's the bell for round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And that jab just missed with the left hand. There's a counter shot. It bombs it away. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action. Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. His stamina is off the charts. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much firepower here. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. No rest for the weary. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? He threw a punch and just got countered. And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Lucky that hook didn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter punch. That hook was off target. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They exchange punches. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Missing with the hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. Here comes the 10th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with a jab. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Good counter punching. Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The perfect counter lands. That hook won't score. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. These scorecards were all over the place, but in the end, I think the right athlete won.
A split decision. How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision. Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me. Come on, talk to me, man. That is not a split decision. Ridiculous.